Hi, this is my review of the Stranger Things season 5 finale, part 1, because I say they're breaking this up into three sections. Part 1 was released today for Thanksgiving Day, part 2 will be released on Christmas Day, and part 3 according to Netflix New Year's Eve. So this will be broken up. So this first section, I will describe what I feel about it. No spoilers, but when I do warn about spoilers and I don't want to hear anything, please click out of the video. I will not be offended. And also, if anything, my background looks a little bit different. I do house sitting from time to time, which I'm doing right now. I'm watching two cute schnauzers. So don't be alarmed if for some people, if this looks not like what I usually do. So, what I think about it. At first, it was a slow start for me. There were some things I was okay, you better pick up. There has to be things. They threw in some new characters like they do most seasons, and they have done the last couple years, which I was thrown off by. But by this last episode 4, wow, you can tell they're trying to go for a big bang. They are really trying to end on a very high note, and which I hope they do. And I felt like all the acting was great. The kid actors, even some of the new kid actors, I felt like were pretty good. They know how to pick character actors for these shows. So I do recommend it. So far, I give it a B plus if I were to grade it. But we'll see on Christmas Day and New Year's Eve how far it will go and how I really will enjoy this season overall and this series overall. I have been a fan of the Stranger Things franchise and series ever since it came out. I love the music, the atmosphere, all its influences. I love how it uses Stephen King, Silent Hill, some video games like even Parasite Eve as well as its influence. So, yes, I do recommend watching it. Now, this is where we're going to go into spoiler territory on some of this season. So be in mind if you click out of this video right now, I will not be offended. So the first episode out kind of slow with Mike's sister. And at first I can tell they were going to do something special with her this coming season based off the trailers, but I wasn't 100% sure. Well, as you can see when you do watch the show, yes, Mr. Um, Henry ends up kidnapping her and taking her to a world that seems so fantastic and beautiful, almost like a fairy tale. But in reality, she's starting to tell she's realizing it's a little too good to be true. And we also find out Max in this world is warning her that it may look good, but there's really a very darkness in this world that is hiding beneath it. And all these other characters are going to be all these other kids are being kidnapped to feed Vecna's energy from what I assume. So yes, this show is getting very intense. Also, I'm kind of surprised that this show isn't getting an M rating later on. In the last episode, there was a clip I was like, okay, now how come this isn't rated TVMA or R rated right now? But maybe that's just me. I play a lot of really intense video games, watch a lot of R-rated movies. So if this is going for PG-13 or darker TV-14, I am all for it. We kind of need more media like this nowadays. I am liking how all the characters are interacting with each other. I am a little bit tired of the Steve versus what's his I forgot his name at the moment, Will's brother at the moment. It it can get old a little bit for me, but that is just kind of how I feel. I kind of wish the show would get a little bit past that. I do like Robin. She is like just full of facts and stuff. Part of me thinks she is either I don't know, like she is very intelligent, we'll put it this way. So yes, I'm glad she is a part of the show and she is a valuable asset. It was also very interesting to see some of these parents, especially the parents of the Wheelers, get hurt. When they saw some of these monsters, I was going like, you have no idea what you're up against. You should have believed your kids an X amount of time ago. But yes, that was quite intense to watch that. But it was still pretty fun to see the craziness of this show. I do like the relationship between Hopper and Elle. I feel like that one is growing very well. He's realizing that she is maturing again. They, even though they both have their differences, they both have to like compromise, as they said in the show, meet in the middle to understand how to fight this crazy upside down world that everyone's trapped in. So, for the fantasy world that Vecna created for Holly, I find it really interesting. At first, she's like, oh, this is kind of cool. I get to eat cake, wear pretty dresses, do all this. But you can kind of tell she's catching on that maybe this isn't what it should be. And then we finally realize that Max is watching her, protecting her, going, listen, this is a facade. Be very, very cautious in this world, and we are going to escape somehow. And then that ending, episode 4, will we'll see what he does at the end with his psychic powers. It should be very interesting. Maybe him and Elle will dual battle Vecna. Maybe Will become possessed again. Maybe Elle will lose her powers again. I'm not sure. The Duffer Brothers are known for making very interesting changes for this show. They're known for following rules and also breaking rules. So we'll see what happens. My question for all of you is, what do you think is going to happen? Who's going to live? Who's going to die? But be also very careful as well. Please keep comments and please keep the comments very kind in the thing in the section. Thank you.